let's go. Let's go. The Jets knock off the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. Final score 14-20 in one of the best defensive performances that I have seen from any team all year. It was flat out dominant today. Flat out dominant. Right? The linebacker play, CJ Mosley, but my guy Quinnen Williams, what did he have? 12 tackles, 9 solo, 1 pass defended against, 1 tackle for loss. He had the fumble recovery. He was coming up in huge critical moments, coming up and making these hits. The Jets defense was flat out unbelievable. Unbelievable. Without DJ Reed, without Sauce Gardner, without Brandon Eccles, again, the best defensive performance that I have seen from a team, like not just talking about the Jets here, across the entire NFL. The defense was absolutely unbelievable. Once that second half hit, the Eagles just felt like they were clamped down, right? And, of course, we do have to give credit to Philly here. Their defense looked great. Their defensive line it was incredible. A.J. Brown was also just lighting it up. I know he had I think he had 130 plus receiving yards. But in the end, the Jets defense won this game for the team. Unfortunately, the offense couldn't really, we still displayed a lot of the same struggles, right? Red zone failures. We were 1 of 4. Third downs, what were we? 2 of 11 on third downs. Zach Wilson was sacked 5 times. Of course, you have to keep in mind, no Elijah Vera Tucker, no Joe Tippmann. 2 big, Tippmann, got hurt in the game, didn't come back in. So those are 3 areas that we have to, clean up and kind of focus on next time. But multiple turnovers, right? We had the Tony Adams pick in the end. I was going absolutely crazy. We had the Quinnen Williams pick early on. We had the Quincy fumble recovery. What else? We had the Jermaine Johnson play where he came around the side, swatted at Jalen Hurts' arm. Ball goes up in the air. It's picked off by Bryce Hall. I felt like, despite the numbers from A.J. Brown and whatnot, and Jalen also throwing, I believe, over 250 passing yards, I felt like for the young corners that had to step up today, the Craig James of the world, the Bryce Halls of the world, we did enough to hold it down. We did enough to hold it down today. Absolutely unbelievable, right? And by the way, we were all talking about this in the preview video. 3-3 going into the bye week. 3-3 going into the bye. The New York Jets are 500, man. 500. This feels great. 2 weeks to prepare for the New York Giants, who are about to play tonight here in, an hour or something like that, 30 minutes, against the Buffalo Bills. And then after that Giants game, we get the trade deadline. So all of a sudden, there's some rumors could move Carl Lawson, could move McCall Hardman, potentially Dalvin Cook. If the New York Jets go to MetLife Stadium and beat the New York Giants, we will be 1 game above 500 with the trade deadline in 24, 48 hours after that game. We could add a piece. The one trade I've been talking about a lot of is, or have kind of been thrown out there suggesting, is maybe a straight up player for player trade, a Carl Lawson going to the Raiders in exchange for a Hunter Renfrow. Maybe that could work, right? The Jets could always use some more help at wide receiver, give Zach a security blanket. And then the Raiders have been linked to, there's at least been a report out there, low battery warning. There has been a report out there suggesting that the Raiders could look to upgrade or add another pass rusher since the Chandler Jones incident. So maybe that's something that the Jets could explore. Personally, I am all in trying to get another offensive lineman in the building, whether it's through trade, whether it's adding Lyle Collins, who, recently worked out for the team as well as the Giants. But I just this is the best feeling, man. And again, what's even cooler is the Jets were able to, we were able to knock off the Eagles tonight, but we did not play that great offensively. Again, Zach was sacked a ton. We were flagged 9 times tonight. We gave up 68 yards in penalties. Again, not that effective on third downs here. I'm looking at the total numbers, 244 yards, 244 total yards on the day. But in the critical moments, right, in those big third downs for the Eagles, the Jets rose. Whether it was a turnover, whether it was just a massive play with a linebacker coming up and make it a stop, just it sounds so crazy because again, when you look at the numbers, when you look at how many times Zach Wilson went down and whatnot. And, you know, we can talk about the drops as well. Like the Michael Carter had a brutal drop. Cobb dropped 2 passes. Lazard had an easy drop. There was that flag against Alan Lazard too. You know, if the Jets could just clean some of these things up, I'm telling you, the New York Jets could be a force to be reckoned with in the AFC, despite no AVT, despite no Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we just beat the Eagles with like more than half of our superstar players out with injury, including DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner here. So absolutely unbelievable stuff. I felt like, given the circumstances, the offensive line, you know, we couldn't really get the running game going as effectively, but it was clear right from the get-go, Nathaniel Hackett wanted to throw the football. He wanted to throw the football. He wanted to get Zach in a rhythm. We were really working a lot off of play action. Crazy stuff. Oh, by the way, how could I forget? Garrett Wilson looked absolutely unreal out there. 8 snags. What did he have? Let's see here. 8 snags and 90 receiving yards, coming up in big moments. Right, he had one play. Funny enough, it was ruled, you know, it was a drop pass incomplete. But he had a moment where he could have came down with a one-handed snag in the end zone. I believe that was in the first half of the game. I mean, it was nuts. I mean, you take a look at the total numbers here. The Eagles had more first downs. They were much better on third downs. They were better on fourth downs. They ran 10 extra plays. They had an extra 104 total, 104 more yards than the Jets. Better passing through the air and more time of possession. And they were flagged less. But the Jets walked away victorious 20-14 because of really the defense, the turnovers, and the Jets making big plays in critical moments. So I am absolutely over the moon. Just watching the defense continue to roll out there, drive after drive after drive after drive, stopping Philly, turning the football over. It was incredible stuff. Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm fired up. I know a lot of the Jets fans are fired up. We're feeling good. 3-3 heading into the bye week. This is the best possible situation that could have happened. Best possible situation. Freaking best game, best win of the year, man. Awesome stuff. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.